The 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS is one of the most iconic muscle cars ever built. It arrived at the peak of the horsepower wars when Detroit was throwing everything it had into making cars faster, louder, and more aggressive. The second-generation Chevelle combined beautiful proportions with serious big block power, and the 1970 model year is widely considered the pinnacle of the lineup. The LS5 454 was the engine that made this car a legend, and the car you are looking at right now started life as one of those original LS5 4-speed machines. What it has become since then is something else entirely. Keith Seaman bought this Chevelle when he was in high school. He was 15 years old, and it was his very first car. The original LS5 454 blew his mind from the start, and he and his father spent countless hours busting knuckles in the driveway together, working on the car. They would bring engine parts into the dining room and lay them out on the table, much to his mother's dismay. By the time Keith got his license the following year, the Chevelle was ready, and it became the car that carried him through his formative years. He eventually used it to break into the auto customization business in the late 1980s. But life has a way of forcing tough decisions. Keith had to sell the Chevelle to fund his business, buy a house, and start a family. He made a deal with the new owner's family that he would get first chance to buy it back if it ever came up for sale. Years later, when the next owner passed away, the family honored that agreement and gave Keith the opportunity to bring his first car home. When the Chevelle came back to Keith at his shop, KMS Kustoms in Ronkonkoma, New York, he tore it down completely. The body was stripped to bare metal, the frame was stripped and stiffened with a frame stiffening kit, and then powder-coated. What followed was a hectic 6-month frame-off restoration that transformed this car from a stock survivor into a street and strip machine capable of running on E85 fuel and making absolutely ridiculous power. The heart of this build is a Dart M big block displacing 598 cubic inches. The bore measures 4.600 inches and the stroke is 4.500 inches, with a compression ratio of 12.0 to 1. Diamond 12 to 1 pistons, a Callies crankshaft, and Oliver connecting rods make up the forged, rotating assembly. Brodix BB-3 cylinder heads handle the airflow, topped by an Edelbrock Big Victor intake manifold. Fuel delivery comes from a massive 1,050 CFM Mark Sullens E85 conversion carburetor. The valve train runs Jesel solid lifters with steel shaft rocker arms, driven by a comp cam's camshaft. The exhaust exits through custom 2.25-inch stainless steel headers into a 4-inch aluminum exhaust system with Borla mufflers. MSD handles the ignition, and the engine was assembled by Merkel Racing Engines in Hauppauge, New York. In naturally aspirated street trim, this combination produces 900 horsepower, but Keith did not stop there. A Messier Enterprises water pump keeps the coolant flowing, while a Ron Davis aluminum radiator handles the massive heat load. A Nitrous Outlet nitrous system brings the total output to a staggering 1,500 horsepower when the button gets pushed. That is 1,500 horsepower from a car that started life with a factory 454. Supporting that kind of power requires serious drivetrain components. A transmission Specialties TH400 automatic handles gear changes, backed by a Circle D Specialties billet torque converter. An M&M shifter controls the transmission, and an East Coast Driveline aluminum driveshaft sends power to the rear. The rear end is a TRZ Motorsports fabricated 9-inch steel housing with a strange billet third member, 3.55 gears, and strange 40-spline gun-drilled axles. This is a drivetrain built to survive repeated passes at extreme power levels, and every component has been chosen with that specific goal in mind. The chassis and suspension were set up by TRZ Motorsports as well. The front runs their tubular upper and lower control arms with billet ball joints and billet aluminum spindles, paired with AFCO shocks and an AFCO custom front anti-roll bar. A manual rack and pinion steering setup provides direct feedback. The rear uses TRZ Motorsports tubular upper and lower control arms with AFCO shocks. Braking is handled by strange wave rotors with strange 4-piston evolution calipers on all 4 corners, fed by a Wilwood master cylinder. The wheel and tire package makes the intent of this car absolutely clear. The front rolls on RC component 17x4 wheels, wrapped in Mickey Thompson 27.5x4x17 skinny front runners. The rear wears RC component 15x13 wheels with massive Hoosier drag slicks measuring 29x12R15. Those rear tires required mini tubs to fit, and they give the Chevelle an aggressive, purpose-built stance that lets everyone know this car means business. Inside, the cabin is all business. Kirky racing seats are secured with Crow safety gear 5-point harnesses. A custom chromoly roll cage fabricated by Nick Weber provides the structural rigidity needed for high-horsepower drag racing. Dakota digital gauges fill the KMS custom dash, and an RBZ billet steering wheel puts control at Keith's fingertips. The M&M shifter sits within easy reach, and the upholstery work, including seat skins, carpet, headliner, and door panels, was done by Smithtown Auto Upholstery in Smithtown, New York. The exterior is where this Chevelle truly comes alive. KMS Kustoms laid down a custom paint blend based on a modern BMW color, giving the body a deep, dark graphite tone that shifts beautifully in different lighting. The original bumpers were shaved and tucked, then color-matched to the body for a smooth, integrated look. The hood is a one-of-a-kind piece that KMS built from 3 separate hoods to achieve the exact profile they wanted. A GlassTech front spoiler adds aggression to the front end. Dapper LED headlights with halos modernize the face, while Digitail's LED taillights with smoked lenses clean up the rear. The factory trim is painted matte gray, and an orange pinstripe along the beltline ties it all together with a nod to the original SS heritage. Keith Seaman's 1970s Chevelle started as a high school dream car, carried him through the early years of his career, was sold out of necessity, and eventually found its way back home. After a 6-month frame-off restoration at his own shop, it is now a 900 to 1,500 horsepower street beast that can hold its own at the drag strip and turn heads at any car show. In Keith's own words, this Chevelle brings him back to the first time he fell in love with it 36 years ago, and today it is better than it has ever been. When you look at what this car has become, from a bone stock LS5 to a 1,500 horsepower street and strip machine, it is clear that some cars are worth waiting a lifetime for.